That Serenium armor of yours makes you invincible for a time, but you need your own head protection? Just hand-waving that detail away? Whatever. Not my department.
I know it's early, but there was a mission that I was doing, and I was like, fuck, I really want to keep playing this game, and I know that y'all are going to be really pissed if I do these side missions. I am at the wrong spot. I should not be here. Let me load a save real fast. There we go. So I'm going back really far, by the way, because there is a mission that I want to do that I want to show you, because I tried. I was like, I'm gonna play a little bit of myself right now, and I'll just make do with that. No, if I did one fucking mission and was like, I can't do this. I cannot do this without the stream here, otherwise they're gonna get pissed. So I went to this place called the Placid Waters Wellnetarium. I just found it. I did one little side quest here where we just killed people. I don't know. There probably could have been an alternative if I went the other way, but I didn't do that. So I went here, and I'm not supposed to be here. I have no reason to be here. There's no quest that needs me to be here. I just wanted to be here. I saw it, and I saw that, you know, there were enemies here, and I wanted to go in here. So here's what I did. I went in here, I shot that guy dead in the face, killed these guys, yoink, killed all those people, come down here, and then I entered the Wellnetarium. Now right here, they did a huge whole thing where they were basically explaining that this is a facility that does mental refreshment. This is a mental refreshment facility. And if you haven't been paying attention to the game's story, in the Protectorate, if you don't have perfect thoughts or care about the Sovereign, they literally erase your memories so you are a perfect person. This is a facility where they do that. And I was like, oh shit, I should be able to learn a little bit about mental refreshment here. So I go in here, blah, blah, blah. It's really fucking interesting because it's an Outlast Trials type scenario. Look, literally it's just Outlast Trials. Now keep in mind, I'm not supposed to be here. I don't have a quest here. I just literally walked in here.
This new person. You have a look of query about.
Now this guy...
Hello. You find my pitch ball?
This guy wants to leave, Waylon Mealing. He wants to leave. He's been mentally refreshed, and he doesn't want to be in the Protectorate anymore. But he can't leave yet because there is an item in this facility that he wants. It's a pitch ball given to him by his daughter. I said, all right, cool. I'll go find that. So I did a little bit of pickpocketing, and I found a little key card or whatever so I could get into the kitchen, even though the kitchen is off limits. I found this little exit here that's gonna come in handy later, but I found all that stuff. So, oh yeah, you know, blah, blah, blah. There's a big old lecture here that, you know, shows that she's, you know, there was propaganda up here, and she gave me, I was able to smooth talk my way into getting a higher level access card. I can go through there and get into the back and kill that guy and blah, blah, blah. I went over there. And so, also, this is a little back area. I'm not supposed to be here. There's a bad guy there. Give me that. And then I go up here to the third floor. I can't go to the first floor yet because I am missing a key card that I know where it is, and I've gotten it multiple times. That's where it is. I killed that guy. Okay, so this is what... this is an entirely different scenario that basically I can debate with him, and I can also gas him. But I'm not going to talk to him just yet, because he's actually not, he's not a hostile. So I just go up behind this guy, I pickpocket him. Yoink, yoink, yoink. +1 gadget energy. Not that big of a deal. This is a reminder to self. It's basically like, it's saying, hey, there's a secret in this room. With high enough observation, you open this. These are schematics for the lathe of particularity, which is basically a like a seat that removes memories. Basically, what I've been doing this entire time is evidence on how to make and deal with mental refreshment. But so far, I don't have the quest for it, so I'm just taking evidence. This is a admittance log for Sovereign Henry Varick. If you don't know who that is, that's this guy. That's the Sovereign Henry Varick. That's this guy's coat. So I'm just making that clear. There is a log admitting the Sovereign into a mental refreshness facility. Now, why would they want to put the guy literally in charge of the entire movement into an insane asylum?
Wait. I was led to believe my case required minimal treatment. But that last session, that was far more intensive.
Strong observation, Your Sublime Radiance. We set the lathe to the maximal abradement setting, per instructions.
Maximal? Who authorized you to use that setting? I demand the name of my betrayer!
Subject is exhibiting increased agitation upon exiting the lathe, consistent with extreme cases. Further abradement recommended.
Who are you speaking to? Are you recording this? Enough of this farce! Release me at once!
Why was the Sovereign put into a mental refreshness facility? I'll have to figure it out.
I've eyes.
Some neighborly, a portal onto the ground.
Like, at this point, I am super intrigued, and it's a side quest.
All it took was some light instruction and a restorative cocktail to abrade my imperfections.
So this is kind of hard to steal, because, where it is. But, right there, full privilege priority pass. So that gets me everywhere in the building. So then, full privilege priority pass to the special munitions.
Enemy proximity.
Resonator. Don't hurt him, please. The Sovereign isn't at his best right now.
That's the Sovereign of the Protectorate! That's That's the guy! And I'm sitting here like, there's no fucking way I accidentally walked into this. Tristan is a Protectorate commander. Arbiter. Companion. That's the dude in charge of the whole thing. What the fuck is he doing here? This is a side mission. You can miss this. Like, I just, like, you understand me now when I said I had to play the game on stream. There's no fucking way I could have done this, like, on my own and said, yeah, I just found him, by the way, and I'm just not gonna show you where he is.
You're not here to harm him, are you? If so, I must warn you, I will defend the Sovereign to the fullest extent of my meager abilities.
Former ruler of the Protectorate?
Yes, it is. Our beneficent, infallible ruler, the Sovereign Henry Aloysius Varick, son of the first Sovereign, Reuben Varick. You'll have to forgive him right now. As I said, he is not his best today.
My Sovereign, what have they done to you? No, and certainly not the embodiment of all that is the Protectorate. This is a greater crime than all I have witnessed.
Deserves what? Whatever do you mean? We've been here since it was determined that the Sovereign, long distraught over the loss of his family, was in need of mental refreshment. Since then, he has been receiving dedicated treatment from head refresher Gould himself. Well, after his first session, the Sovereign was notably upset, launched into hysteric fits of paranoid ranting, absurd nonsense about how the Consul had betrayed him and seized power. For his own good, he had to be gently but firmly restrained. That all stopped after his next dip into the lathe, thank law. He's remained quite peaceful since. I'm certain he'll be back to his old self in no time. Preposterous! The Consul and all the Vigilant are above reproach. No subject of the Protectorate would ever harm, or knowingly allow harm to befall our beneficent ruler, the Sovereign, or consider such a thing. To even think such a thought is unthinkable. This stately form before you is the direct descendant of the matriarch herself. All we have, all any of us have, stems directly from the works of his family line. I will stay true to him and the Protectorate to the end. We all will. The Sovereign is receiving the finest possible care, as he has every day of his life. Treatment outside the Protectorate is barbaric by comparison. Our system is perfect. Just leave us be.
I suppose there is nothing we can do at this juncture. Guard him well, Feld. I shall honor him, in health and infirmity alike. I swear it.
Go. Please, just leave us. Just leave.
Now, I'm going to do what we all were going to do. Quick save. Blow his fucking head off. Now, I can't find a way to do this because he's in such a precocious spot. But,
You killed the Sovereign. My Sovereign. I cannot remain with you any longer. Not if I wish for both of us to remain whole.
now you could just tell him to fuck off, or you can try to persuade him.
Was he? How can you be so sure?
There's no coming back from refreshment of that magnitude. Speech 7 and medical 7, not incredibly high.
You cannot guarantee he would be permanently convalescent. You cannot guarantee anything. I suppose I see some kernel of truth in your words. Yet you euthanized my sovereign without so much as a by your leave. I have made my decision. We may continue working together, but what you have done shall leave a permanent stain on our relations. Do not make me regret continuing by your side.
Now, I kind of dislike that greatly. Tristan has, like, no emotion for killing the literal most important person in the entire fascist sect. Now, he does have a legendary rare heal. This guy, I'll blow his head off, but I'll leave the sovereign here. So, like, you understand where I'm coming from now, right? Hey, Jay, who the fuck is that? Oh, that would appear that is the fucking sovereign. Now, I'm gonna come back here because I have something that I want to do.
Medicament dispensement has concluded.
Hello.
Oh, shit.
Medicament dispensement has concluded for today. Please proceed to the lecture hall to request exception.
I forgot to go get him his damn pitch ball. Are you in a room with brain dead Hitler? Yeah, that's essentially what... Yeah. Pull a random cable.
Access somehow. I was...
There's this pitch ball, there's a baseball card. Some extra shit, so we don't have to walk all the way back there. If you're gonna kill the leader of a faction, he should at least drop his suit. Yeah, I had to do a puzzle to get his suit. It's not very good. You gain 30% damage resistance, and it increases the higher your speech skill is, so it's actually quite good. But when you take damage, you lose half of the damage that you took in your money. And though I have a lot of money, every time you take a little bit of damage, you lose 100 bits. So it's like, oh yeah, if a machine gun lights you up, that's $2 grand right there, and there's just nothing you can do about it.
Hello. Oh, suppose I'm ready to leave. Okay. This is all. Oh, and guess all outsiders aren't as bad as Prudence makes you out to be.
All right, and then he's going to show up at the Sub Rosa place, and I'll meet him some other time. I need to figure out where the quest is to... I'm gonna do this bounty first. I need to figure out where the quest is to find that place, because I'm more curious than ever before. But I apologize for such a random stream out of nowhere. I promise it was with good intentions. Favorite armor in the game? I like this so far. Very, I'd wear that if it was any good. The Sovereign outfit is probably my second favorite if the effect wasn't so horrible.
Ready to wait. At your command. But yeah, we gotta finish Tristan's quest, the one that puts him as a fugitive. Is that a revolver extended with an extendo? I have a heavy revolver with a silencer on it. It was the only way I could get through that entire place and do the quest without failing. For some reason, if you run in there guns blazing, some of the quest markers don't work. You know the name of the quest to find the mental refreshment place? Well, Thomas, don't spoil it, but I am currently on Praetor. Is Praetor where I can find it? Because if it's here, I'll find it eventually. But if it's on a different planet, I might have to go to that planet, just so it'll direct me back here. Most quests have been pretty good not sending me all over the universe on, like, fucking Starfield! Okay, 3 more perks. Bam. Now that these are done, I have to get 11 speech. So I have to level up again. And now... It actually blows my mind how much I dislike Starfield. I can't... oh god, it hurts. Only your most outlandish lies aren't believed. Boom. Now if I lie, you should believe me. You have a spaceship just go across the universe? You misunderstand. I don't mind exploring the cold emptiness of space. I mind that it's fucking boring! What, like, I said it from the very beginning. I know that they were trying to go for a huge, hey, space is empty, sure. But look at all these planets that you have access to. Don't do that. Just make 9 really well-made planets and just focus on that. Just do that and we're solid. No, they decided to add a gabrillion, I'll mark it on your map, fucking places that are just terrible. Surgically removed arm. Oh, I got a pistol out of that. Stabilized heavy revolver. Oh, badass. So I could have gotten a revolver this early if I had just walked over here.
That almost sounded like... Fuck! Mortar fire! Move!
Certainly ain't no boomers. When the boomers come a knocking, that sounds like thunder.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
You there! Mess with the cause, you get poisoned.
This trench shotgun feels great. How's the game so far? Intriguing. I'm very much invested. I thought I wasn't. Now I am. I am, however, incredibly invested in wanting to do a replay of the game with different choices. And I really, really would like to do a melee build. Tristan, hit him with a mollywop! That looks like a rift. There are multiple rifts in that.
I require medical assistance.
I was eating those beans. Are you fucking insane?
You can wear a boomer suit to avoid the mortar fire and avoid one of the best / terrifying events in F&B. I still remember hiding in houses to live.
Yeah, that's one of the things about the New Vegas boomers. There's a lot of different ways to do their quest. Funnily enough, if you stealth through, they will still find you.
Another tower recalibrated.
You hate it when healing items need to be found or purchased? Well, if you get your crafting, is it crafting or is it repair? I forget. One of those, if you get one of those, I think it's survival. If you get one of those high enough, you can just make your own stim packs. On top of that, you can always just, if your survival is high enough, food that you eat will put stim packs to shame. Just chowing down on cooked iguana bits will be better than any medicinal aid.
At your word, I shall charge!
I think it's in the rocks.
Let me know when you needed a stretch.
Good old crit build. Go get him, Tristan!
Against us.
I probably could have just taken the road here. But I am a road less traveled by kinda guy. Oh, I was here at some point. I just don't remember what for.
I was eating those beans. Are you fucking insane?
It's also so gratifying to stop moving on the Hoover Dam and just watching their bomber drop an entire volley on the Legion. Also seeing a plane fly.
Please head inside for an important announcement from the Consul.
Yeah, that was funny.
Attendance is mandatory.
Announcements are seldom so pressing that everyone must leave their posts. I find myself here.
Did everybody have a good Sunday? I have a... Speaking of, I'm gonna text her right now. I have a date I have a date Sunday. I was worried that she ghosted me, but nope. She said that she left her phone at work and she got back to me post haste. Just getting some pussy? No, no. I'm not like that. That isn't the kind of man my mama taught me to be. My mama made a huge mistake when she raised me. She accidentally showed me... She made me think that women could be trusted. Oh, Tristan gets an upgrade. That's the... We haven't even done the second part of his quest yet. That's cool. His emission changes. Corrosive resistance, shock resistance. Nice. Well, we see more enemies with shock than we do corrosive, so... that's what we'll do. Very nice. I have a mod on this thing yet? I have no mods on this shotgun. I should actually probably make one. I don't want to put a sight on it, I just want a new mod for it. Eh, fuck it. Uranium poison reduced.
Due to an anomalous event, the interstitial hall in Exhibition Tower is off limits for the foreseeable future to any and all non-essential personnel. All requests to view the prototype rift anomaly modulator are hereby suspended for the time being. Please direct all further queries and study petitions to the lead researcher's office.
once we've got our hands on the modulator, rifts like that might start presenting opportunities instead of death traps.
That's what I was thinking. They might turn into portals. I like these little animations.
Subjects, listen well. Days ago, our beloved sovereign, in his infinite wisdom, submitted himself to mental refreshment to strengthen his resolve for the good of all. At his command, I, Emery Thoreau, now accept the responsibility of shepherding you through these dark times until our sovereign's blessed return. I shall not take this duty lightly, for I address you today not as the Consul, nor even as your new leader, which I am, but as a simple man who wants nothing more than to defend his home and his neighbors. But I cannot do it alone.
How would you open yourself up to a relationship after getting burned once? Your optimism can be intriguing. Well, it can be rough, sure, to, it can definitely be rough. The first woman that I would say that I loved, she met my parents, my extended family, and she ate food with me at my Thanksgiving. My aunt made her a very specific gluten-free turkey stuffing so that she could enjoy stuffing with us. She didn't judge me for the job that I have, and she didn't judge me for my hobby. She would put my head in her lap and she would read her book to me. And I would always feel terrible when she did that because I would fall asleep. But she didn't mind. She would cook for me and she would say nice things to me all the time. And then she dumped me on Christmas. And she didn't tell me why. Even though it burned and hurt and stung in every way imaginable to lose her, I want that back. So I need to keep looking. Because while she might be gone, there's someone out there that will definitely hold me like she did. The second girl I dated, she was a VTuber, and she understood. It was nice to be able to talk to somebody for the very first time that understood, hey, you like games? I like games. I can hold a conversation with you. But she didn't like to hold hands, and she didn't like to hold hands, and she didn't like to, hug. She didn't like to kiss. She didn't like to be together. She said she cared about me, but, you know, how much can that truly be, you know? She wanted to have sex all the time. And I was like, you want to have sex, but you won't let me hug you? So while it's out there, man. I've tasted the Garden of Eden. And all it takes is a little bit of companionship, and I I don't want to say no to that. I'm not ready to give up yet. Now, even though both of these women broke my heart, one much harsher than the other one, I'm not beat up over it. A loss is a loss.
The Sovereigns are downright dumb compared to the Consul. This is gonna be bad for everyone.
What? That's impossible. This must be some kind of ploy on the Consul's behalf. I don't believe it. That scum. That miserable scum. To think he would stoop so low as to overthrow the Sovereign. I shall not rest until the Consul pays for his treachery and Arcadia's rightful ruler is reinstated. I'm pleased to hear you hunger for justice. We shall certainly have no shortage of circumstances to slake your hunger. I fear how my fellow subjects will respond to this news. I believe that most will remain loyal to the Sovereign, but I will need to deal with those who strayed. I shall attend to that matter once it presents itself. I sincerely doubt this is the end of my thoughts related to the matter, but we've wasted enough time with my ruminating. Let us be off.
Stand ready. Our foes are close.
How do you find women like that? So let me put it to you like this. There's a video.
Those beans. Are you fucking insane?
I have suffered too much not to allow myself to be happy. It stung, and I was at my lowest my entire life. But that is not a reason to make myself suffer, especially when she could still be out there. Speaking of which, ladies out there, what's up?
The thing about, so there's a funny video of a guy, and it's actually a great video because it explains everything about dating and how to make it work. When people say go outside, they literally mean just go outside and ask them. If I told you, and I mean this legitimately, there are 100 women in front of you, and they're not bad looking, but they're women that are within your league. They're not 10 out of 10 supermodels. They're not 1 out of 10 bag over the head, toss into the river. Not even the Vikings would kidnap them type girls. What I'm saying is, if there's 100 women in front of you, and I guaranteed you one of them will become your girlfriend if you asked them, would you at least try? Because I'm telling you right now, I would go up to every single one of them and ask them out. You just have to try. But I live in the middle of fuck-ass nowhere, so going outside doesn't benefit me. The closest Costco is 30 miles, I think. You can't, you have social anxiety. Then you will remain lost forever. You have to actually try.
Ready to take the heat off, Commander.
Mama ain't raised a quitter. I'm on Hinge. I have spent an embarrassing amount of money on dating apps. More than the average person, for sure. I do not recommend spending all of your fucking money on dating apps, but I have spent a lot of money on dating apps. If I knew the correct number, I would, but it's easily more than a couple $1,000s. And I have gotten very few results. I got nothing.
Arbiter, I know I do not have leave to access these security files, but I can assure you, my intentions are in service to the Protectorate.
At ease, subject. I've no business with you.
Then, does your arrival have something to do with the commotion I heard just now? Are we under attack by the enemy?
Why admit that? Because it's called telling the truth? Jay, how do you keep getting matches on dating apps? Money! Just a stupid amount. And it doesn't always work. Who the fuck is edit.exe? I must be a goofy looking motherfucker because I don't think I know this person. You know what? That name looks familiar. Whoa. I don't know this person. Oh, they played Abiotic Factor. That's called Pristine Taste.
Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm edit.exe, or edit for short. You may be thinking, why should I subscribe to such awful content? So I made my top 5 reasons to subscribe.
All right, let's hear him.
Number 5, I put my all into these videos.
You got me. Subscribe. Done. I just subscribed. Congrats on 711 subscribers. I'm the 711th subscriber.
Looking for proof. There was an incident recently, and I believe our head of security is neglecting his duty.
Jay humiliating this guy? Oh, dude, no. Okay, so I was fucking around, and I mean, I was just completely not... I don't know what I was doing. I think I wanted to sow some... What was it? I think I wanted to sow some seeds of doubt. And so, okay... there's a fella that goes by the name Shep Goes Blep. I streamed the finals with him one time. And he posted this video. It might lag a little bit. This is a Chevy convertible. No, Chevy Corvette from 1996. And now, he didn't post that. I just gathered that from the logo and the dashboard. So I literally went into Google and I looked this up. He's pushing all these things. I don't know what he's doing. I looked at the dashboard and I was like, I know what kind of car that is. And I looked it up. That's a Chevy Corvette from 1996. Corvette. And so I'm like, I've seen my dad work on one of those cars before. So I went over and I did the math. And it has 42.3 inches of leg room. And from the top of the seat to the base of the floor, it's 36 inches. Now, I looked at the angle of which he entered the car and how quickly he entered the car. And the fact that it was a lower lift. And I also was able to eyeball that his camera was 9 inches from the roof, which means that he was shorter than you know, the roof itself by a wide margin. And I was able to deduce that the only way that he could comfortably sit in that car at the angle that the seat that he was at, he's 5'3". So I posted that and I ratioed the fucking shit out of him. And I'm thinking to myself, uh-oh. I didn't mean for this to take off.
To report him.
Of course. Tell me of these security lapses.
Albin Valancourt is the sentinel charged with supervising this facility and all its researchers. Unfortunately, he's a punitive man who delights in the wretchedness of others. I recommend he be replaced until such time as his behavior has received proper scrutiny and subsequent correction.
I remind you that I am in no way beholden to your recommendations, subject. Whether or not your compatriot receives correction is up to my discretion alone.
Oh, of course. Should you require further data points for your assessment, however, I would most dutifully provide them, including my version of the recent incident. Unless your lamps have oxidized, you must have noticed my arm. I lost it saving the Sovereign from a rift experiment gone wrong. An experiment I was in charge of, naturally. Valancourt supplied my name for the reports, incriminating me in the eyes of my colleagues. And since he's closed off that wing of the lab, I can't prove my innocence. You are in the company of an arbiter, so perhaps you can be trusted. Whatever the cause of the incident, it is my duty as a law-abiding protectorate subject to gather proof and uncover its cause. Really, Valancourt is forcing my hand here.
Human, you've been talking an awful lot of shit lately for one of the worst jet pilots I've ever seen in my life. Hi, baby. Pat Tyrion bottom. I pat Tyrion bottom.
If, however, in your exploration of the lab, you happen upon the modulator, I surely would not be able to prevent you from seizing it. What I am offering is help afterward. Once you take the prototype, it will set off an immediate lockdown. I can facilitate your exit from the facility, but only if you help me in turn. That modulator will be necessary to unfold the rift and find the evidence I need. And if Valancourt suffers repercussions for its loss, I will count that as an added benefit.
Fuck my beverage cell drink maxer life. Jay is height slop. He's only tall because of his height.
The kind that proves I did not dishonor myself by making a mistake, and that the cause of the disaster was due to someone else's malfeasance, deliberate or otherwise. The prototype rift modulator is currently in Interstitial Hall at the top of Exhibition Tower. There's a lift in the next room over that can take you directly there. Once you have the prototype, make your way to Valancourt's quarters. He should have a spare key card that will grant us access to the restricted wing. I'll monitor your progress from here. Be cautious. The guards of this facility will attack anyone unfamiliar to them. But once you have the key card and rift device, reconvene here. And we'll go together to the wing.
What's my stream schedule these days? 6 p.m. Central usually. I just wanted to play Outer Worlds really bad. Even if I know very few people will show up. And 8 in the morning.
That is what we've agreed upon, is it not? Valancourt keeps all of the items he confiscates from the staff in a locked closet in his quarters. There may be something pertaining to the investigation within. I've already shared more with you than I ought have, but go ahead. That's an ugly way to describe a legitimate transfer of power, and if you're trying to bait me into expressing an opinion of my superiors, I assure you I will not.
I always knew the Consul was a fiend, but I never expected he would stoop so low as to take power for himself. He will pay 1,000 times for this treachery. Any fool enough to stand beside him will fall as well. Justice will spare none. None!
Been to the snowy planet yet? No, I haven't gotten off Praetor. I've been so damn invested.
We can't be expected to sleep in these conditions. Better than bivouacking on Cloister.
Got trouble.
What?
We'll find them. Sure as eggs.
Do I have above and beyond repair in my completed quests? Yeah.
Target reacquired.
That rift is strange. Though I'm wary of engaging with these anomalies, it's possible there may be something worthwhile within.
Niles, I think you're a little close to... Fellas, I think you're a little close to those rifts. Sided with car for the Vox relay. Mental reset side mission is locked then. Oh, what a shame. I was thinking, so Milver Street said earlier in the game that he wanted to talk about mental refreshness and use it on people so that they become better customers.
Really just left the modulator out in the open, huh? Well, let's say we avail ourselves of their poor security.
This is a butthole opener. Opens buttholes. I still have popcorn legs. They don't exactly stop eating popcorn.
To the unsubtle thief. Yes, you with the rift modulator. It's not every day that someone is fool enough to break into the Interstitial Reconfiguration Center, aided and abetted by one of our very own arbiters, no less. I'd be obliged if you would regale me with the tale of how you managed to get this far. Oh, really? Which one? You cannot fault me for trying. Well, there will be time to scrutinize every angle of this breach at a later date, once I have dealt with you. I could also reduce you to a state of quivering agony, begging for death. And And that would be a lot more enjoyable for me, if I'm being candid. No matter. I will await you in the hangar, where bullets may fly more freely than words, if you survive that long.
He is the boy.
Hostiles near.
Think GTA 6 isn't going to sell well as 5? I think you don't understand anything about Grand Theft Auto. Damn, she got an ass on her. Ever since San Andreas, that series explodes like hotcakes. Oh, I love these puzzles. Okay, hold on. Wait, is it 3? Yeah, there we go. The hype is immense. It will not live up to expectations. Well, yeah, hype rarely does. I'm not telling you... Listen, I'm not telling you it's going to be the greatest game ever, okay? GTA 5 wasn't even the greatest game ever. It wasn't even, like, moderately good because GTA 4 blows it out of the fucking water in story, mechanics, gameplay, maybe not gunplay. But just if you're trying to say... I don't know if it'll sell well. Literally just, you've never played a Rockstar game before. It's going to sell well regardless. That game could be poop out of a butt. In fact, it will probably sell the worst out of every Grand Theft Auto because of a female protagonist in the very first one of its kind. It's probably not going to be that great because there's going to be a lot of people that don't want to play as the lady. It's probably not going to be that great because it might be just San Andreas 2, but the thing is, there's going to be no one charming, and it's going to be a disgusting showcase of just how awful Miami is. Who knows? I don't know. But the sheer fact of the matter is, Rockstar is going to make hand over fucking fist. It has nothing to do with, is the game going to be good or not? It's going to be, man... This game is going to make a brilliant fucking dollars again. I agree, Kami. As long as she's well made and well written, which she might be, who knows, then there won't be anything to worry about.
Prudence always says. Say, remember that time the Sovereign caught us comparing pitchball cards? He was so excited about you having that vintage foil of his favorite Sovereign slugger.
That was ages ago. I'm a Protectors of Piety fan now.
Isn't that the Consul's favorite team? Seems
Miranda would have been 17 today. I can scarce imagine her. My little son. Nearly a woman grown. Will she recognize her father, I wonder? After all he has done to bring her back, will she gaze upon him with pride? Happiest of returns, Miranda. I trust this year to be the last one we share apart.
There's much more snowman than me. It's a cry for help. Oh, he really wasn't looking after himself, was he?
How come I really like this? It's engaging, it's fun, and I like the story that's going on so far. A reflex trench shotgun, huh? What does that mean? Oh, please don't tell me it has a reflex sight. God damn it, it has a sight on it. I guess I can use it because it increases crit chance and reduces recoil. I don't have to use the sight. I have no idea how GTA 6... Oh my god, baby Tyrion. I have no idea if GTA 6 is going to be good or bad. What I do know is that GTA 5 was fine. Like, it wasn't good, it wasn't bad, it was fine. The problem is the characters aren't likable to a very severe degree. There's a difference between someone like Tommy Vercetti, who is just an asshole, but his character is endearing. There's CJ, who is the equivalent of just a gang war serial killer, but is actually charming and loyal to his family. There's Nico Bellic, which is a war criminal that has admitted to killing a lot of children, but is still a redeemable, like, foreigner living in America. And then I look at Trevor, Michael, and Franklin, and I'm like, wow, Franklin's a bitch. Michael is fucking old and his family sucks. And Trevor killed Johnny, so I don't like Trevor.
Are you fucking insane?
It's going to sell beaucoup bucks, but player count will die and multiplayer won't save it cause people will just go back to 5 and the years of content made. Both community or Rockstar.
I have no opinion on that, because they'll probably just make the multiplayer.
Well, other than you remains unopened. I admit to some amount of curiosity as to its contents.
Its multiplayer will more than likely just be 5 on crack, but we'll see. Easily startled. You're so easily surprised that you always try to get the jump on enemies. Getting caught leaves you open to damage for a short time, but you are better at stealth now. Minus 25% footstep volume, minus 25% NPC awareness detection rate. Your damage resistance and evasion are ignored? Do you know how bad that is? That's terrible. Fuck that. No. If it was like minus 50% damage resistance for 8 seconds, maybe not that big of a deal. But the straight up, it's like, hey, you got caught. None of your protections work anymore for 8 seconds. Fuck you.
Do you suppose there's...
Hit the broadside of a freighter. I'm the one you need to worry about.
Your judgment of the authority of the sovereign.
They would drive us into disarray.
Yeah. Killing Johnny to try and set a precedent that that Trevor is a stronger, more dangerous protagonist. That doesn't make me like, that doesn't make me like Trevor. That actually makes me dislike him quite a lot. And this gun is disgusting, so I'm gonna put it away.
Having that device nabbed on his watch nigh guarantees Valancourt a long stay and mental refreshment, if he is not subjected to swift and fitting arbitration first.
Should he ever amass the courage to confront me in the flesh, I shall deal with him as I see fit.
Of course. An arbiter's judgment is always sound. It's sure to be in Valancourt's quarters. While you're there, remember to check his confiscation closet for anything of relevance to our investigation.
Quest am I even doing?
Shouldn't we warn those soldiers not to stand so close to our experiment? No greater teacher than experience.
For our beneficent leader!
For our beneficent leader!
Till I level up again, I can't do that.
This office is more immaculate than my quarters. I have found that the tiniest spaces often belie filth-sodden deeds.
What in the fish?
fucking move so I don't have to kill you?
Sustain the system.
Well, I can't really do anything yet. I don't have explosives 11, and I don't have lockpicking 11.
The Protectorate endures.
Is there romance in this one? Nope.
You have an update, I hope. Matriarch's blessings on you. Let's not waste time then. I'll lead us to the restricted wing now. Once there, reopen the rift using the modulator, so we can begin searching for clues.
Any unique cool guns? I've got a couple, I think. I've got one that shoots like little tentacles that I just found.
There's the sorry excuse of interstitial reconfigurating matter to cool my arm. Rifts reconstitute matter in an imprecise manner, but use your imagination to conjure the original scene. That could lead us to the evidence we need.
I'm one observation off.
You've discovered something? I knew it! I am absolved. And yet, I cannot possibly imagine what would have possessed him to deliberately endanger the Sovereign's life. It's unconscionable. I would characterize Valancourt as many vile and unmentionable things, but a traitor? No. A man cannot defecate without humming a Protectorate anthem. For all the time I've spent trying to unsnarl Valancourt's mercurial behavior, it seems there was yet more I did not know about him. I think I'm beginning to understand exactly what happened here. But if you have any additional points of data, please share them.
I don't have the skills for this. If I could level up one more time, then I could, but I can't.
You've discovered something? I think I can formulate my... Our dear head of security has much to answer for. We need to go and confront... I'm no longer willing to wait for the arc of justice to bend in my favor. Valancourt needs to die for what he's done. If I distract him, can I count on you to do the rest? He wouldn't dare. I've devoted more hours to studying rifts than almost anyone living. And since the Order abandoned us, the Protectorate doesn't trust me. I know Valancourt. This will work. The dead do make poor chroniclers. Very well. Much as I would like to be present for the hoisting of Valancourt's petard, there's sense in what you say.
Fucking petard.
Valancourt is unlikely to provide conversation before slipping you a bullet, so I recommend slipping him one first. Be ready to fight and give him no quarter. When it's done, return to me. Erstwhile, I will be doing my ample best not to chew through my nail beds.
Yeah, get blown up, petard. Computer, go ahead and AI generate Karen Plankton with fat tits.
I heard fighting. Well, what happened? Did he beg forgiveness? Did he grovel? Thus always to traitors. Morale will certainly improve in the lab now, I should think, provided Valancourt's replacement is not also an absolute pilgarlic.
If Valancourt's replacement is anything other than routinely amiable, I shall return and bludgeon them within an inch of their life. Mark my words.
I had prepared this trauma kit, but obviously that turned out to be an unnecessary precaution. Please, take it with my gratitude. I'm not sure murdering the head of security at a highly valued research facility makes the argument you think it does, but noted. Have no fear. No evidence of our little collaboration will survive. I'll see to it.
God, if I could just level up one more time, I could have gotten a much better outcome to that quest.
Now that you have the Rift modulator, any previously inaccessible Rift could be worth revisiting. Rift may contain useful equipment and resources.
Got eyes on some no.
my family's wise counselor for more years than I have drawn breath, Emery. But that does not grant you the right to challenge my will.
Why, I challenge nothing. I simply offer guidance where I may. I've neither the wish nor the strength to usurp your authority.
I know you have designs on my rift research. What I cannot understand is what you intend to do with it. What exactly are you plotting?
Suspicion is unbecoming, Henry. And restoring Arcadia to resplendence is my sole aim, as it should be yours. Yet you remain intent to use the rift for the most tenuous of means.
You forget yourself, Consul.
I was eating those beans. Are you fucking insane?
You have given me, or you might lose more than just your standing in my affections.
Thanks, Dux. Appreciate it, buddy. There is a place with a lot of rifts. Right here. Strange. Must have been a way to get inside. But, you know, thanks to the double jump, I was able to parkour around. Let's see. I haven't been over here. I don't think I leveled up my speech, did I? Nope. Lockpick, engineering, observation. I could have left engineering at 11. Did speech instead. It's fine. I'll do speech, medical, guns next time. I would probably be leveling up a lot faster if I didn't have one of these. Maybe if I didn't have any medical. Or if I had the dumb trait. Because I have no intention of putting anything into melee, sneak, explosives, hack, science, or leadership. Well, not leadership. I do need to buff up my companions. They are very weak. Funny, I never went over here.
Another tower recalibrated.
I did? Did I calibrate all the towers? All the towers have been calibrated. Oh, I thought I had one more left to go. Shit, son.
By law, you've done it! I cannot lie. My math placed the odds of your survival at 0.00343%, but your reputation indicates that you reliably beat the odds. So why am I surprised? Unfortunately, I am limited in forms of compensation. However, I've refined the schematics so they may be constructed with your own rudimentary tools. I trust that you will find wonderful methods of deployment that will manipulate every equation to your favor.
Hopefully you gave me the crafting recipe. Yeah, you gave me the crafting recipe.
Thank you again, my friend.
Nice. I'm actually about to level up again. This makes me happy. Meet Millie mealing at Free Market Station. Ah, Free Market is where the what was it? Bullet blender. I have no knowledge of this. This gun has no need to reload and accepts all types of bullets that the player has. Okay, yeah.
We should talk, Commander. Commander, I've been thinking on the fact that so many of my slack-witted brethren believe it reasonable that I've been marked for death. So much so that I've missed the obvious, our communication devices. There is someone who would have tried to contact me to warn me. Someone who wouldn't have been taken in by a faked kill order. Yes, but he's not like most of the fools we've been contending with. You know, I really should have seen the flaw in recruiting suggestible slackwits to our cause. But Severin is different. I knew him from before. Long before the Glorious Dawn. We had a secret code we used to hide things from our parents before... Well, never mind that. Anyway, if he used that code to embed a message to me within a Dawn missive, no one would have even known it was there. I should have been checking our comm devices, damn it. I know we have camps on Cloister and Praetor, but I'm not sure of the exact locations. I'd like to try to find one and clear it out so I can access one of our devices. Hopefully, it will bring me that much closer to whoever it is I need to kill to put an end to this nonsense.
Nice, her companion quest started up. And because I have 11 lockpicking... Rookie's Reward. What are you? This unassuming gun acquires experience as you use it, increasing its power to new levels. Oh. Give that a go. Ah.
before I forget, here, this is for you. Thank you ever so much for freeing my father. He seems good, actually. No discernible lingering ill effects. Still, singing. But I'm so grateful to hear it.
My friend from Placid Waters. Appreciate you fetching the pitch ball Millie got me. And of course, the escort out of there. Though mostly, the pitch ball. Wonderful, wonderful. So good to see Millie again. Don't know how to do anything here, but I can sing to my heart's content. You heading out? Do take care. Again, much obliged.
Glad there are people out here like you. Gives hope. Both of us, well, we're forever in your debt.
Nice. Can we get the radio? Yeah, I can turn the radio on if people want me to. Let's do Protectorate.
Accept the responsibility of shepherding you through these dark times until our sovereign's blessed return. I shall not take this duty lightly, for I address you today not as the Consul, nor even as your new leader, which I am, but as a simple defend his home and his leaders.
Isn't that wonderful?
Bread knife.
The sovereign eagerly pursues perfection. Now bask in the contentment as we replay the Consul's inspiring announcement around the clock.
Stand by for further reassuring content.
As Eden offers a plenitude of natural resources, our station
Has increased crit chance.
of pleasing melodies, like this one.
I just had a thought. I'm really not supposed to. Sadly, though it seems my thoughts fly too free. My mind feels too cold and I'm acting without reason. You know exactly what we should do. You're a good citizen, join the We're up to be refreshed, so mentally refreshed.
I thought that would be good on a melee build.
As one big family, we're up to be refreshed, so mentally refreshed.
So it said in the thing that it adds more. If you ADS, it's much, much faster. It also said I unlocked a new crafting recipe.
I'll admit, the coup caught me on the back foot. Always figured the Consul for a power snatcher. Just think about all those posters of the pair of them that'll have to change now. I'd say it's about as likely as a sprat learning the polka. The Sovereign's misfortune is our gain, as far as I'm concerned. The Consul might be projecting strength, but by my reckon, Protectorate's more unstable now than ever before. Sure.
It said I found something called healing. There we go. Delicious toasted bread. Wow, it's a 50% heal? Pre-sliced bread plus bread knife is delicious toasted bread. What a crazy benefit. Yeah, sorry, Thomas. Without any melee benefits, there's no reason for me to swap over to a melee build. I'm already gung-ho on gun. Oh.
The state we found the Sovereign in. I still can't accept it. The Protectorate's honored leader, mentally refreshed, reduced to nothing. I do not believe for a moment that he truly was in need of it. And I fear he shall never be the same.
How ironic that we're listening to this song.
Next, a small sampling of Protectorate Abundance.
Neither migraines, nor muscle aches, nor plasma weapon cauterizations will stay thee from thy...
I am no physician, but I understand the dire implications of what you have said. Thank you for your candor. I have no use for false hopes. The Consul shall be made to pay for his part in this. Then we shall figure out what best to do with the Sovereign.
Societal responsibilities.
These songs in the game? Yes. What you are listening to is my voice in the video game, that's it. I would like to go on a killing spree with this new gun of mine, just to see how good it is. Ooh, I like those irons. Get a Tyrion cameo? He's a... I don't know where he is. Dudley's readily available.
It's silent. It's a tomb. I hope we aren't too late.
There's the Moon Man.
If Virgil's not about, he's like to be in the training.
These irons are funny.
Abundant entertainment delivered with acceptably reassuring vocal inflection. This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless.
Every component is vital. Each part supports the paradigm. Each of us is required to operate at peak efficacy so the system can function precisely, without error, like clockwork. Our duty gives us purpose.
Just a
but
moment.
it's an immense responsibility. Luckily, it's a shared one. We all rely upon each other to discern if we're lagging, or our zeal seems lacking, or just appear off somehow. Even the slightest drop in performance in such an intricately designed system can have great ramifications down the line. So remember, to inform on your neighbor is a blessing. A quick mental tune-up is occasionally necessary for everyone, so we can all operate in tip-top shape. When they return from the Mental Refreshment Center, they will surely thank you for it. Prudence dictates, eye your neighbors carefully. Now on
Funny.
to other matters. Here's one you're absolutely sure to enjoy. A Protectorate prescribed favorite.
Grounds deaths.
I wish there were more filters for your armor. I want to wear heavy armor that doesn't look like ass. Might as well just wear this, because it's
There's
so
a
damn
lift
helpful.
that will take us lower, located behind the door next to those stairs.
Dispatch developer says he'll think about season 2. They probably didn't expect it to be that way. They probably didn't expect it to be so good. Or received so well, I guess.
It's a relief to see a friendly face. Did you come up?
Virgil! Oh, thank the architect I found you intact. We visited the Supreme Arbiter's office in Central Control and found something impossible.
Impossible? Why is it impossible? So that you may claim ignorance as to the truth of what you've uncovered? Fine. If you're still so thick-skulled, Tristan, then I can see I've no choice but to confess. Hold. Do you hear movement?
Attention, Arbiter Virgil Montag. Under the jurisdiction of the Consul, we stand to bring you low. Do not resist.
Damnation! I knew the Sentinels were looking for me, but I did not expect they would come to this place. We have no choice but to fight. I can operate our turrets from this location, but you must engage the Sentinels head-on to prevent our being overwhelmed. Go now!
Arbiter Montag, lay down your arms. Surrender and die.
Oh my god, this thing is really bad. Jesus Christ!
Those fools were but an expeditionary force, but no doubt the bulk of their number remains on the surface. I shall take an alternate path to prepare a surprise for our would-be assailants. Then I shall flank them as you engage them.
Hold. You were beginning to say something before we were ambushed. I would care to hear it.
We cannot have this conversation until just then. Engage those on the surface and I shall join you.
It says that this gun is pretty bad, but it levels up as you use it, which probably implies that if I just keep committing to it, it might get a lot better. Because right now, its damage is moderate, it uses the cheapest ammo type, which is good, but it fires way too slow. Can I attach anything to this? Yes, it has one mod
when I first
slot.
got assigned to your team, I was beside myself with excitement. I've come to respect you, Commander. Not just as a leader, but as a, well, as a friend, too.
Quick mental tune-ups may be all that they need.
I'm glad to hear it. Would have had some real grease on my face if you didn't. It was just me and Val for so long. I kind of forgot what it was like having someone else I could rely on. It's been real nice having you at my side. Not to get too maudlin, but I'm used to losing the people who mean the most to me. I just want you to know I'm not going to let that happen this time. It's a deal then. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Sure.
I have no mods for this thing? None? Would have just taken an optic. Niles Morales, my man. Nile is great. I actually fucking love Nile. Nice. Speech, medical, guns. Once I get these to 15, I think I'll just dump everything into leadership after that. I feel 15 is a perfectly acceptable place to put everything.
Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless presents I, Red Cloak, the reassuring adventures of a mysterious sentinel who roots out the rot of dangerous thought. I, Red Cloak. Her sentinel senses ever keen, the eyes of the Consul, watching you, your neighbors, your household pets, ensuring all subjects live in perfection, lockstep with the paradigm. Previously on I, Red Cloak, our hero courageously withstood the materialistic temptations and nauseating crabwitch stench of Auntie's barbaric brand loyalizer machine. Just as Red Cloak was inspiring her corporate captors to abandon their consumerist addictions, the traitorous forces of the Order arrived to take custody of her, aided by her...
While crashing, you regenerate a small amount of HP. I like that. I like the way that sounds.
Virgil, enough! Our being at odds with the Consul is one thing, but that was a small army! What have you done?
You already know whether you're willing to admit it or not. You sincerely have a need for me to spell it out before you'll face the truth? Very well then. Tristan, you stand before the murderer of the Supreme Arbiter.
Allies will overlook your lapse in judgment if you turn over Red Cloak. Isn't that right?
I don't believe this. The Consul must have captured you and sent you to mental refreshment. It's the only...
Open your eyes, Rao. Those sentinels were here with due cause. The elimination of a murderer. The Supreme Arbiter was planning to send a message in her final moments, pledging allegiance to the Consul. Who do you think bore witness to those final moments?
Caught her pledging her support to the Consul, so you executed her.
I did what I thought was just.
No. You lied to me?
I had to. I knew that if you learned what had transpired,
It's
why
crashing.
I did what I did.
If you use the medical inhaler too much, you'll crash and it won't let you use it anymore. Imagine taking like 30 stim packs instead of like you can only take one before you can't take another one in a while.
Not true. Return with me for mental refreshment. Your family must come too, just to be thorough. We will cure you of these confused thoughts, your wanton overthinking.
With the demands this war has made on us all, I've not seen our mentor for some time. My visit was meant to be a surprise. Unfortunately, it was. I overheard her decision to align herself with the Consul before she realized I was there. This admission, I had no choice but to act.
But there was a choice. Why didn't you come to me? Together we could have come up with something. Some other course of action.
Because I didn't want you to know. I never wanted you to learn the truth because I feared you'd lose your faith.
Forgiving man who loves all of his subjects.
We base individualists in Auntie's choice are ready to break free from the shackles of consumerism.
No. I can, if the situation was truly as he claims, understand his initial decision. Perhaps I even sympathize. Just a little. But playing false with me, that's another matter entirely. And the matter of justice remains.
No, the new one!
Help me carry Dunning's unconscious form. Let us all be mentally refreshed. To cease your troubled thoughts. For the Consul. For Arcadia, our home.
And so, Red Cloak concludes another successful and inspiring mission, turning enemies into neighbors.
You're right.
Turncloaks the error of their...
You're right. I can't let emotion get the better of me. This is not the first time we've encountered the paradoxical nature of Protectorate law. Each time we did, you convinced me to stay my hand. And I do not regret those I spared. Our prior conclusions inform my present feelings. I theoretically understand what Virgil did, for there was no proper decision he could make. But I cannot view this objectively. Virgil killed our mentor. It's madness. I cannot simply let that stand. Can I?
The fact you're hesitating here means you know executing Virgil is wrong.
My hesitation is more reflective of a weakness of character. One does not hesitate in the Protectorate. One acts. What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong.
How many unlawful things have you done in the last week that turned out to be just?
Each encounter we have experienced together has left me torn. And this circumstance is more extreme than all others combined. But the law is clear on this. It is explicitly illegal for an inferior to execute their superior. The issue must be accelerated to a higher authority. But is addressing traitorism not the utmost priority of any arbiter? Is not the betrayal of everything we stand for more significant than a breach of protocol?
When faithless subjects try to corrupt us, our guardians will always make them fall. The heroes of the hour, they're full
The Supreme Arbiter taught us that conscience has no bearing in our role. But I suppose she has given me much reason to question her teachings. I cannot bring myself to execute my sworn brother. That sounds like the self-justification of a misanthrope. I suppose we'll simply have to wait and see if this decision was a horrible mistake. I know not what to make of the Supreme Arbiter's betrayal. I'll have to ruminate on it for some time. But that aside, I forgive you, Virgil. You are spared.
I know this decision can't have been easy. It's better to make a hard choice you can live with than an easy one you can't.
I don't know what to say.
Hey, Niles, why are you so far away, bro? Virgil, you've executed our superior. But I believe that what you did was just. And I forgive you. And Niles is like, yeah, dude, I bet that sucks.
I just wish there had been some other option.
Niles is just a chill guy. Yeah, he is.
Send in the sentinels for us all.
Oh, I have some measure of spine left, believe me. I can at least promise to spare you such an embarrassing display. 1,000 words of thanks for meeting me here, Tristan. I know not what the future holds for us, but for the time being, I must make myself scarce. Though, before I go, a parting gift. May Tristan make use of it better than I.
Go with the Sovereign's blessing, brother. And be careful. If you survive today only to be brought low by an agent of the Consul at a later point, I shall be most annoyed. Commander, this has all been draining. I need time to process what we've learned today. What I've done. Later, I hope we might discuss it.
Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless, your trusted source for wholesome melodies and inspiring reports on community goings-on.
Everyone knows the paradigm epitomizes the pinnacle of social
If it ain't my favorite commander, just stopping by to check.
Well, if it ain't my...
designed it, and the Consul embodies and executes on it. Throughout history, human societies were constantly out of balance. Individualism ran rampant. Depletion of resources and lack of community led to terrible suffering. Poor dears didn't
He was so
have the
far away.
benevolent hand of
Why was he so far away?
here on Earth, we all enjoy the full luxury the paradigm affords us. A perfect life of contentment and plenty. We have community, purpose, time for recreation. We sleep
Commander,
well at night.
I've had some time to process what transpired with Virgil. Despite the manner of what Virgil has done, I cannot help but be glad I did not need to slay him. I can only hope he does not run afoul of further sentinels. I still have much doubt about my path, but I don't believe Protectorate law is as ironclad as I once thought.
Reflect on your sworn duty to our
Having good intentions does not spare you. Doing what you think is right does not spare you. This cannot be justice. Yet what can I do? More than 100 years of Protectorate society cannot be changed by a lone body. Can it?
It seems too far gone. Far as I'm concerned, you should abandon the Protectorate.
No, that is a step too far. Despite its flaws, I still believe in the Protectorate, if only the central idea behind its founding.
Then change it from within. You're next in line to be Supreme Arbiter, right?
I hadn't even considered that. I suppose... yes. I suppose I am. And if that's the case, perhaps I can massage our more cruel laws. I shall remain with the Protectorate, interpreting its laws through a moral instead of a punitive lens. Innocent until proven guilty is a novel concept, but it is worth a try.
I'm actually curious. Hold on. I'm gonna go to the outer... Let's see. Is there a way that I can make him... Oh. There it is. I just want to see what are the results of this quest, because I'm finishing it up right now. Wow, this quest was long. I didn't even acknowledge how long it was. Okay. Okay, we're right here. This guide sucks. Um... Okay, so... You can't make him leave the Protectorate. Okay, so I'm gonna load.
I suspect there is a rock. Speak freely.
when I'm playing Deep Rock Galactic, I suspect there was a rock. Okay, so the information that I was missing was how I spoke to Virgil.
Weapons leveled at each other.
Virgil, enough!
You already know what. Very well then. Tristan, you stand before.
I don't.
Open your eyes. The Supreme Arbiter was planning to send a message in her final moments, pledging allegiance to the Consul. Who do you think bore witness to those final moments? I did what?
No.
I had to.
Would it? Or were you just trying to save yourself from my wrath?
Yes, in fact, we are willing to add an
With the demands this... Unfortunately...
But there...
Because I didn't want you to know. I never wanted you to learn the truth because I feared you'd lose your faith.
Red Cloak's inspiring resistance to our brand.
No, but playing false with me. That's another This is not our but I cannot view this objectively. Virgil killed our mentor. It's madness. I cannot simply let that stand.
Clearly a failing of your grand plan.
My hesitation is more reflective of a weakness of character. One, each encounter the law, but is addressing traitorism not the... I cannot bring myself to execute my sworn brother.
Where the Consul, in his benevolence, cares for all.
Lies. I am too far.
I know not.
I know this decision can't have been easy, but better to make
Hey,
a hard choice
Niles,
than
glad you're not on the other side of the planet this time.
I don't know what to say. I just wish there had been some other option.
Your wanton overthinking.
I shall never return to...
That's all well and good. But 1,000 words of thanks. Though, before I go...
Go with the Sovereign's blessing. Commander.
Oh no. I fucked up. Damn, I wonder what the correct choice is. You're supposed to convince Virgil to leave the Protectorate, and then you can use this knowledge later to apply to Tristan.
Very well then. I'd open your... The Supreme Arbiter was planning to send a message in her final moments, pledging a...
No.
I had to.
Would it? Or were you just trying to... You're right. This is not our... But... I cannot view this objectively. I just don't know. This... Each encounter the law, but... Is addressing traitorism not the utmost priority of any arbiter? I wish to argue with you. I cannot bring myself to execute my sworn brother. That sounds like this. I know not.
I know this.
I don't know what to say. I just wish there had been some other option. Morbid, yet I can hardly blame you. 1,000 words. Though, before I go...
Go with... Commander.
Mass equals squared. It appears that your math is faulty. Clearly
Strange. Well, I didn't see anything that had to do with that, so...
according to the paradigm.
Do not attempt to vex us with appealing and irrefutable statements, Redcloak.
Unburden yourself of vexation, Dunning.
Contentment and plenty. We have community, purpose, time for recreation. We sleep well at night. Work isn't strenuous or stressful.
Commander, despite I still have much doubt about my path, but I don't believe having good intent. Yet what can I do? More than 100 years of Protectorate society cannot be changed by a lone body. Can it?
In an expertly curated playlist picked out explicitly for you, the Consuls. Chosen.
No, that is a step too far. Despite its flaws, I still believe in the Protectorate. If only I hadn't even... I shall remain with the Protectorate, interpreting its laws through a moral instead of a punitive lens. Innocent until proven guilty, words are not worth the air propelling them. Let me make good on them first. Then you may be impressed. When we began traveling together, I was not sure what to make of you. But your input throughout our time together has been invaluable. I deeply appreciate your hand in this investigation, Commander, and in entertaining my incertitude. Let us move forth to free Arcadia from injustice.
Well, so apparently what I could have done if I had access to that, whatever that audio or the line was, Tristan will remain in the Protectorate until the there are no what's it called? Until the war is over. And then when the war is over, he would leave. But it seems like if he's going to become a Supreme Arbiter, we've put him on the right path towards justice, and really that's all I can ask for. You guys want to see something cool that I made? I found out in Blender. I know this is a bit of a segue, but I found out how to do this in Blender.
There are no
So there's this thing called bake sound to samples. Now the way this works is it will use the audio leveling layering technique of a synthesizer, and it will turn it into animated data. So you can also apply this to anything. And I just got a new Blender model the other day.
There are no monsters, right? Wrong. Holto. There are no monsters, right? Wrong. Holto. There are no monsters, right? Wrong.
So that was actually a lot easier than I thought it was. This is a unique model, by the way. This is this is mine. It's supposed to look like this guy, my Halto guy. A little laggy because of Discord and all that, but Nuclear Forest actually got pretty damn close. The gloves aren't the same and the boots aren't the same because I didn't own them at the time. Anyway, not the point, not what I'm trying to say. It turns out it's actually quite easy to do what I did in that thing. And it wasn't just like, oh, Jay, you photoshopped out the Halto hologram and then just added a synthesizer behind it. No, that's real time using emission grades and attaching that to a graph and then attaching that graph to a song. And I did that on my own and it was awesome and it came out great. The animation was supposed to be a little bit more intricate, but I was so excited to just have it done that I really just wanted it, you know, done. I've been really wanting to get like my own Halto outfit, but I definitely do feel I'm in a little bit of an abusive relationship with the finals, as much as I would love to say that because Embark has not been very nice to me. I just really, I care about the finals a lot, and I wish I didn't. New Enshrouded update? Ooh, I need to get on that, because I love Enshrouded. Let's go check out the card collecting lady. I think she's at Free Market. Did I try Ospoos? No, it's too expensive. I'm done spending frivolous amounts of money on the finals. I've spent way too much money on it.
Intriguing items, engagingly described. What's up next? The following song was composed, performed, and recorded under the explicit direction of the Consul, and as such, reflects his excessively high standards.
Which finals theme did I use earlier? Season 7 soundtrack. It's the first song on the soundtrack. I can't remember its actual track name for the life of me. It actually has been 2.5 hours. Not to say like 2 hours I'm tired. And if there's a new Enshrouded update today, I kinda want to play that because I haven't played Enshrouded in a very long time.
Back. If you seek entry to my wares, you must engage me your sports card collection, though you shall not prevail. Sporting. Let us do battle. That's an impressive number of cards, my friend, but not... Wait a moment. No, your cards. You have multiple that I do not. Your collection has defeated me. Though this defeat leaves the taste of dirt and blood in my mouth, I am not dishonorable. I present to you my other collected wares. I have no doubt they shall impress.
Where did she go? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, okay. Damn, you really can't steal shit in here, huh?
Greetings again. You may have defeated me last time. Behold!
Perform the prompted dance action to keep the beat alive. Jeez, it's expensive.
Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless presents I, Red Cloak, the reassuring adventures of a mysterious sentinel who lives with a rot of dangerous thought. I, Red Cloak. Her sentinel senses ever keen, the eyes of the Consul, watching you, your neighbors, your household pets, ensuring all subjects live in perfection, lockstep with the
Pitchball machine.
Previously on I, Red Cloak, our hero was betrayed and whisked to the consumerist den of Auntie's Choice, strapped to their brutal brand loyalizer. Will she survive?
How was Arc Raiders? It's good.
Refreshment process? Thrill to her
I just don't like extraction shooters, but it's good.
brand disloyalty. Any final words about
Okay, so it's pretty early. Save, overwrite. Now we're good.
your precious?
That was very enjoyable. I liked that entire storyline. Do what Moon Man is saying.
Codes say these rifts could destroy the entire galaxy. That doesn't include the main menu, right? Geography ain't my strong suit.
So, what I'm gonna do, and it's just early. You guys go do what you're gonna do for your day. I hope I was entertaining enough for the early morning. When it turns about 3, maybe 4, let's do some Enshrouded. But let me make double sure that Enshrouded has a new update, because yeah, Wake of the Water. Today. Yep, it is officially out. Yep. Okay. So, I'm going to put a pin in this. And I will see you guys later at like 3 or 4. And, Comfy Monday. Yay! Comfy Monday. We haven't had one of those in a while because there haven't been too many survival games that have come out that actually let you be comfy. And I'm looking forward to this. So I'll see you guys at 3 or 4.